We suffer not from the events in our lives, but from our judgments about them. When faced with negative outside events, how do you normally respond? Do you retreat for cover, freeze up, or do you head straight into danger? Do you let the event influence how you feel, or use how you feel to influence the event? If you could have power over any circumstance you came across, how would you use it? What if I were to tell you that you do have power over circumstance, and this power is rooted in your very own thoughts of it? It only needs to be awakened. This is what Stoicism teaches. If you're able to internalize the principles held in this video, you'll discover exactly how to uncover this hidden power and become steel-skinned. If you want to hear the secret of Stoicism that no one teaches, make sure to stay till the end. Stay tuned. Stoicism was founded by a man named Zeno of Cyprus and is built on the idea of self-improvement and founded on 4 cardinal virtues Stoics live by: wisdom, temperance, justice, and courage. The story goes that Zeno was once a wealthy merchant from Greece, but lost everything upon being shipwrecked in Athens around 300 BCE. Because of this, with not much options left, he decided to visit a bookseller. There, he received a book that portrayed Socrates' teachings, a well-known philosopher at the time. He was so interested in these teachings that he went on to seek out and study under different philosophers. He eventually began to teach philosophy himself and founded the Philosophy of Stoicism. Today, Stoicism has withstood the test of time and still has influence after 1,000 plus years due to its universal application. Today, Stoic means to remain calm under pressure and to avoid emotional extremes. Developed in the time of ancient Greece, Stoicism recognizes that every single person has a tendency to have destructive emotions and acknowledges that through the way we think, we can overcome these tendencies and even become enlightened. Stoicism isn't blind to the fact that the world can be quite a chaotic place. In fact, it gives a solution to moving through such chaotic events. This solution is through the conscious use of our thoughts to influence our experience of reality. This is why Stoicism heavily encourages meditation, which if done right, has the effect of calming the mind and increasing concentration abilities, which will allow you to think clearly. Stoics don't follow any sort of strict rules or guidelines like a religion, and is more appropriately termed as a mindset or way of life. Instead, Stoics practice exercises that help one have mastery over the mind, which leads to mastery of self. 4 Stoic exercises you can start to use by the end of this video includes voluntary discomfort, view from above, gratitude, and care less. Each one of these exercises help to build on at least one of these 4 cardinal virtues. Mastery of all 4 of these will bring complete control over any circumstance you face. Practice number 1, voluntary discomfort. This is the act of purposely putting yourself through uncomfortable situations that you would probably view as being either outside your comfort zone or something the majority of people would never even think of attempting. By doing this, you increase mental strength and courage. The more you seek the uncomfortable, the more you will become comfortable. Most people live complacent lifestyles and rarely ever try to move outside of their comfort zones. Unfortunately, living like this builds complacency. Complacency builds comfort. Comfort builds laziness, and laziness leads to your ultimate undoing. This is why Stoics continually practice the principle of voluntary discomfort. Practice number 2, view from above. View from above literally means to zoom out of your current situation. If an event is giving you stress, all you need to do is take a view from above on it. Imagine yourself outside of your body in a third-person perspective. Think of all the reasons why this isn't even as bad as it appears to be. Then to prove your point, zoom out even further to where you're above the Earth, the solar system, and on and on. When you do this, you literally force yourself outside the event and immediately realize just how insignificant the event really is. Practice number 3, gratitude. Gratitude is probably the most underrated tool we always have access to. It literally allows us to instantly feel better whenever we want. Here's a secret that most people know, but don't actually realize. We have direct control of our thoughts at all times. Through our thoughts, we can control our emotions, actions, and have a certain amount of influence over outside events by the way we choose to respond to them. Most people search for and rely on external things to generate internal happiness in themselves, which is backwards. Instead, have gratitude for and rely on internal things you already have to generate external happiness within yourself. If you just form this one exercise into a habit, your life would never be the same. I personally write down 5 things I'm grateful for every day and make sure to actually feel the gratitude as I write them out. Practice number 4. Care less. We all have the ability to choose how important an event is to us. Think about someone you love. We naturally give them importance because in our minds we have given them meaning. Importance comes from our beliefs about things we think about often. Simply put, the more you focus on something, the more important it will become to you. Think about it. Do you give any focus to things you don't like? If you're mentally healthy, your answer should be no. Humans don't like to waste energy on things we don't like. So if you want to care less about something, stop focusing on it. Finally, the secret of Stoicism that no one teaches, and also my favorite one. Flip the script. This one sometimes makes me feel like Neo from the Matrix because it's so powerful. Emotions are created in our thoughts. Nothing outside of us can be bad or good until we think it is. That means if we change our thoughts on something, everything outside will change with it. Thoughts cause emotions, and what we tell ourselves will ultimately create our emotions, thus creating our experience of reality. Everything is neutral and relative to what you decide it to be. Good and evil does not exist until we make it exist. Everything simply is. If you can master this one principle, you'll begin to realize just how much power you have in life. Personally, I've gone through physical and mental events using flip the script that most people would crumble under. The only reason I'm able to do this is because I know that I give meaning to events, and events don't give meaning to me. Because I give all events a positive meaning, I must always come out stronger and with a positive reward. The hardest challenges I've faced in my life have given me the biggest rewards, every single time. That's why having a sense of gratitude for things that are hard is so good. It's through hard trials that character is built and your inner diamond is forged. Diamonds can only be forged from pressure, and without pressure, you simply cannot grow. If you can master all 5 of these exercises and learn to use them on a daily basis, nothing in this life can stop you, and you will truly become steel-skinned. Thank you. If this video resonated with you, feel free to share, subscribe, and like the video for more content. I've got a lot more ideas up my sleeve, and if you have any video ideas, feedback, or things you want to talk about, make sure to comment down below. I'll reply as soon as I can. I also have a Facebook and Twitter where I'm a lot more active, so make sure to check those out if you're interested. Until next time, this is Success Mindset, and remember, dreams do come true.